All right, today we have a brand new song. Tom MacDonald featuring John Rich, End of the World. This is part of my reaction.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
New song, new video from Tom MacDonald.
Yep.
Featuring John Rich.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know who John Rich is. I know me some Tom MacDonald.
So this is going to be a little hip-hop country mix.
I don't know. End of the world, though. Listen, we know how this guy rolls, bro. Tom MacDonald's going to come out with some heat.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to make his statements. He is self-claiming that this is the best music video he's ever made, or best song. That's what he said, yesterday.
That's he has some bangers. So
yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
End of the world, though. This could.
So we have the image up here, and the first image of this video is him in the desert.
Yeah.
John Rich is up in the clouds.
Yep.
And then there's some spaceships.
UFOs. He's in a very honky-tonk suit. I think this could go in some really fun directions, and as always, it's going to be very entertaining. There's no doubt about it. Super excited, man. Tom MacDonald. Yeah. End of the world. Let's see if this is what is going to really happen at the end of the world.
Let's do it.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide. Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I'll talk to God, but it's long distance.
Okay, he's coming in as per Tom MacDonald. He starts in about 1 second of music and then straight into lyrics, which is phenomenal. That he gets straight to the point. I think that's a huge selling factor to him. Right off the bat, talking about the news, they're not telling us about the revolution. Crops dying, farmers struggling, people getting together in protests and burning down the cities.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a lot of things that happen on the news that we look at and just go, man, it feels just like full-blown chaos.
Yeah.
Full-blown chaos, man. It's almost hard to comprehend how many things are happening. It's not just one event and then something else happens later. It's it's just one bowl of fucking chaos, dude, in a lot of ways.
And when it comes to current events, Tom is one of those artists where you kind of have to listen to it. Because the way he puts things together is very entertaining, very interesting thought process.
Yep.
So you have to pay attention to what he's saying.
Yeah, he says he knows the end is near. Television telling lies. That's true. We've been waiting patiently. It says revolution won't be televised. That's true.
Yep.
Waiting patiently for better times. Very true. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize as genocide. True. That's true, because we have a lot of people that are asleep at the freaking wheel right now and don't recognize the stuff that's right in front of our face. Bomb dropped out of the clouds. Virus goes airborne. Go hide inside your house. 2 years we've been dealing with that crap. Farmers watching crops die. Drying up with droughts. That's very true. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. It keeps going, obviously. But I'm trying to break down lyrically, what he's saying is straight facts, man. We are in a tough position right now.
Well, and he doesn't. Yeah, we'll continue listening, but he never says anything that doesn't have truth to it.
Yeah.
Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven. This is biblical, I swear it's in the Bible. We keep killing one another and we dying for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every man, woman, and child.
It's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest.
Taking cows?
We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs to drop and we fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Feels like the
So yeah,
Cool.
it's It's a catchy chorus, man.
That is.
Obviously, the guy, he's got a good voice. What's his name? John Rich.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, man. He's basically saying, like, we've done all these great things, going to space. Debatable. I'm joking. Been to the top of mountains, been to space, put our dogs in houses, dug up dinosaurs, built the bombs that they're dropping on people right now.
Kind of we've done so many great things in our history. How are we letting it get to this?
Well, yeah. I mean, what did we do it all for?
Yeah.
You know, like the whole idea of our generation and then the previous generations is that we always want to make it better for the next. That's always been the goal. And so it gets to a point now where, like, you know, I'm 30, getting ready to turn 38, and I'm looking at society, and we obviously do Part of My American Podcast, guys. You can check that stuff out, but we talk a lot about this kind of stuff, and it's just frustrating when you're looking at, like, how do people not see the direction that we're going in? It's not good. We've been down this path before.
Yeah.
You know, we've dealt with bank collapses before, and we saw how bad it is. We've dealt with crappy wars. It's like I'm more fearful for my kids' future than I am positive, and I'm not going to get political on it, but either way, the blind people that are seeing genocide happen, that line, I think, strikes a lot to me, because it's not just genocide, it's everyday shit that happens, and people are just, they tune out.
Yep. Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So, I mean, I want to hear what this next verse has from Tom.
We had our dogs in houses, we dug up dinosaurs, we built those bombs to drop and we fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Also, in this video, there's a lot more CGI and stuff that is in this than he normally does.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks really good.
I like the alien thing, man. It's cool.
Yeah.
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. Media misleading us and evil's interfering, while the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime, but everyone's woke. They told us chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough the government will leave your bank account froze.
I don't agree with that one, personally.
The cryptocurrency thing?
No, I don't think it's our last hope. And I think the government would try to take that over, too.
I did like the line where he says, their children are our future, and we ruin them with headlines.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's crazy, man, to think that, like, in order to come to a conclusion, whether you're left, you're right, center, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is you build that upon life experiences, and you may have some, some basic instinct of like who you like or what seems great. But as you have a family and a home and mortgages and jobs and taxes and kids, you change the way that you navigate the world.
Yeah.
And so that certain things become more important than they were before, And now it feels like there's just you have people that have no knowledge of what's really going on in the world and the faults of the world, and yet they have very strong opinions about it. And it probably is misguided. A lot of it is. And so I'm not going to criticize left or right or any of that stuff. It doesn't matter. It's just about being knowledgeable of what's happening around you and having the media dictate where they want your brain to be heading.
Yeah.
And I think Tom's making a good point with that, dude.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or lead rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
If it's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it.
That said, aliens abduct racing camel.
Famous racing camel. That's good, dude.
If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs in houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs to drop and we fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do
So basically, he's just coming in saying like, "How did we not see it coming? This is all self-inflicted."
We've been distracted.
Yeah.
People have been distracted. You know, it used to be about, you know, we did our show and we talked about community a little bit ago, and you know, it's just gone away from the community, man. Like having respect for your community, knowing what your community needs, and now it's about me, and your phone is probably one of the worst as far as like, you know, and we all do it. Just watching your phone, looking at shit, and not paying attention to your surroundings and like what's happening in front of your face. And yeah, I mean that line was quite incredible, man. What did he say? While we look down at our phones, they'll drop bombs from a drone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have that over security where you think everything's great and you don't realize that can change in a snap of a finger.
Yeah, and then these days it literally takes a snap of a finger pushing a button.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Ugh.
We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Yeah, Nova's just does great videos, man. Now, obviously, they have somebody else doing it with him, but getting better and better, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's it's right up the alley. Tom MacDonald, man, it's like kind of what I expect, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Like he just continues to put out good music, dude.
It's classic Tom MacDonald, but also I like I like that he brought in the John Rich. I like that he brought in John Rich. It gave the whole thing a different feel.
Sure.
It kind of gave it a more, almost a more serious, honestly.
Sure. Yeah. I agree with
that.
that.
I feel like the other Tom MacDonald songs, like they're all serious in what he says, but you're just kind of like moving along to the beat, and you're just like, yeah. But this one, he gave it more of an emotional take to it. But the video itself was also fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, he always takes like a humor approach to things, like the UFOs sucking up the cows and shit. That's funny shit, dude.
Yeah, that's funny.
But at the same time, like his message is very real, and like, you know, it's the thing with him, like it's funny until it's not funny, and it's like I look at him and I say like he's funny, and he always tries to put that element of humor into like shit that's going on, and that's not no dig on Tom. It's the fact that like what he's saying is more recognized as real. Yeah. And so his message, although he does it in a funny way, it's like getting scarier because there's a lot of situations that you just look at and you're like, God dang it, man. Like, what? You know, the people that are controlling the things that we see in society or the way that we function inside those people don't always have our best interests, man. They don't, most of the time, don't have our best interests in mind. And the whole division and left and right and race shit and even down to like classist shit that we've talked about recently. It's just like divide, all while there's wars that are happening that shouldn't be happening. There's, you know, bank collapses. There's people that are really struggling.
Yeah.
There's protesting, good or bad. It's just, it doesn't stop. And so what he's saying is very factual. And he says it in a way that's very easy to understand. And I think that's very important, is that, you know, he's saying it in a way that the average person who may not follow politics like we do will understand what he's talking about. And even if you deny it, you know it's real.
Yeah. I mean, another good one from Tom MacDonald. Yeah. I mean, the way he does it, he is very good at saying what everyone is thinking, but doesn't want to acknowledge.
Sure.
Or like saying what everyone's seeing, but doesn't want to acknowledge even.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. End of World, Tom MacDonald is featuring John Rich. Great track.
Good one, man.
Also, if you guys like what we do, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, share the content. We're trying to grow, and we appreciate everybody that's been jumping on board with us. We love doing it. And if you guys also feel the need, you want to donate a little bit, we have a Cash App that you guys can donate at 50 cents, $1, whatever you want. Like, if you just want to support the show, it helps.
Yeah, if you want some extra stuff, everything that doesn't make it to YouTube, we're putting on our Patreon. Patreon at Pardon My Reaction. For $2, you can get all the stuff that doesn't make it up here, and then you can request some stuff if you want to.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're working on that right now. So any support helps, guys. You know how this all works, and we appreciate you guys. Tom MacDonald killed it with End of the World. On to the next.